Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru. If you find these videos helpful, I would ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So this is level 1402, which is a special dedication to Kim, who has let me know that they have changed this board considerably. The most obvious problem here is that we used to have 50 moves and we now have 18. Something that might look like a problem is we used to have to take out 50 jelly and now we have to take out 100. But that's just an accounting glitch, because they used to count these jelly as 1 when they were double thick, and now they count them as 2 if they're double thick. So it's actually the same amount of jelly, it's just counted differently. I wouldn't worry about that part. But we have to look at the entire board. Why did they reduce the number of moves so drastically, and how can we hope to win with that reduction? Well, they've made some other changes too. We now have toffee in some of these spots, these toffee swirls instead of frosting. Mostly they're difficult because they're 5 layers thick, but sometimes we can move them off of the jelly instead of getting rid of them. Maybe, possibly. We'll see about that. And then the other nice thing is we now only have 4 colors on the board instead of 5. So if I can get this board open, then I'll be able to see a much easier time of creating matches and specials and hopefully combos. I do have this magic mixer on the board, and I have to determine, is it better for me to focus on all of the edges or to focus on getting rid of this, because this, for every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike it, can spew bad things out at me. So I want to focus primarily on getting these cleared up, but I want to spend some attention on this because I don't want it to fill the board with useless things and make my area even more crowded. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike this, it'll spew something out, but every time I strike it, I remove a rivet. When I've removed all the rivets and the machine is on its own, I strike it one more time and I get rid of it entirely. So that's what I'm going to work on. If I can work on the side and this at the same time, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make moves low to the ground to encourage cascading. Now notice that got hit several times because of cascades. One more strike and this explodes. And when it goes, it's going to take a nice blast radius. Well, a little too nice. It's probably going to take out this, which should still then take out the most prevalent color on the board. So I think that's okay. And when I take out a prevalent color on the board, what happens is it's easier to get more matches and specials. So do I go ahead and just take out a color with this, or should I try to pair this up with another special? My opinion is I'm just going to take out a color, because what I'm trying to do is concentrate the colors down and get more matches and specials. Also, sometimes I can try to construct some color bombs. Like anytime I have a stripe opportunity, I try to figure out, can I get, something here to help? Well, no, because I've got a blue here. But let's say that blue wasn't there and I could maybe bring a blue down. Well, I would have to take turns trying to set that up. When I've got an open board, sometimes I'm better off just letting the board take care of itself, and it gives me some good opportunities. I can almost get a color bomb here or here, but I'm just going to go ahead and allow the board to help me out. Oh, there's something different. Well, I could take this stripe, which is nice. I hit a few things. I could take out this green, and it would set up a color bomb most likely for me, and it would also give me a stripe. So because it's going to give me a twofer here, I'm going to try this. I did not get the color bomb though. I'm not terribly disappointed, because that's what happens on a board where it's easy to create specials. It's also easy to accidentally detonate them. So I want to keep moving low to the ground. I could make this stripe here. Nope, not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to take out stuff along the edges and see how it just sets me up when I do that for other good and wonderful things. I could try to get a color bomb through here with the orange. Not going to try it. Instead, I'm going to set stuff off. Should I take out a color, or should I try to get this set up with another special? Well, I definitely could set up to get at least a stripe, if not a color bomb, if there's another green on top by doing this. I don't get any Oh, this is tough. I don't get to hit anything. I don't even take out any jelly with this. And what happens if this explodes and then blows this up and I don't get to put it together? But I think I'm going to try it anyway. It is kind of sitting right there for me. So let's do this, and now we'll turn all of the green into stripes and look at the fun stuff that ensues when we open up the board. This is the technique we want to employ. Getting that board cleared quickly so we get these wonderful opportunities. I could make a wrapped here. It's not an awful idea, but it's probably not the best idea because there's not a lot that needs to be accomplished here. Or I could make a stripe here. And again, it would hit along here, and I need stuff, especially in these corners. But I'm going to make a move that instead hits things directly. And I'm going to hope that the board gives me specials as I go. That's the trick to this. If you can make a special while taking things out, do it. If you can't take things out, then probably you want to choose something different. Now, am I going to finish this level? I don't think so, but maybe, because again, once we start this rolling, we do get some good stuff. I can make this color bomb, but I only have 2 moves, and I already have a color bomb on the board. So if I make this color bomb and I don't set it off and I don't hit anything with all of this, it could create some nice cascading, but it doesn't seem worthwhile to me. Instead, what I'm going to do is take out all purple, because purple is lined up here, and hope that that gives me enough juice at the end. Didn't quite, I don't think. I could do this striped wrapped combo. I'm going to go ahead and do this wrapped candy. Hope it explodes and clears things out. I never was able to specifically move this. Oh, well, I just made a misstep, but that's okay because I didn't think I was going to win anyway. We could have, but I got done to under 10 jelly, and I should have been lower than that, and I actually made the move I wanted to make, which was a wrapped candy. So I'm okay with that progress because it shows me it's possible to go from an entirely tied up board to a mostly clear board. What I'm going to do now is pause the recording. I'm going to come back with a new board. I'm going to have the microphone turned off until there's something important to say. And I'm going to follow that same strategy. Work both on clearing out the edges and trying to take out that magic mixer so I don't have to deal with whatever it's planning to spew out. And then once the board is open, focus on making moves low to the ground that take out some of these things and hopefully result in some organically occurring specials and combos instead of things that I have to spend 4 turns setting up since I don't have a lot of turns. Be right back. Okay, so this is looking fairly decent so far. Here's where I really need to pay attention. If I've got a good setup, I want to make sure I can complete it. I've only got 3 moves, but I only have 4 jelly. And I've got some things aimed well. This jelly is so segmented away from everything else. I have this strong desire just to clear it out quickly and be done with it. But maybe I could do something over here that would also help this. The question is, would I do something over here that could create problems? They're so far apart, I'm going to go with this instead and go, yeah, probably this will still exist. And maybe even be taken care of as I clear things out. Well, I don't have to worry. Everything over on this side was all taken care of. Let's do this. And that's how I beat this level in about 5 tries. So it is pretty tricky to have so few moves, but then you just have to figure out how to alter the strategy. And here the strategy is, instead of making these wonderful combos that take a while to set up and reach everything, we just rely on the board to give us those opportunities by making as much space as possible for things to drop down. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.